So this is another interview video. If you have Instagram, Facebook, you probably saw that I posted that I'm going to be doing all interviews this week are going to be with emotional healers. I have 5 of them. And, but as I said with Eloise, Eloise is rare. Eloise was a triple threat. She was an emotional healer, a physical healer, and she could transfer energy. None of these spirits can transfer energy, but they are emotional and physical healers. They do specialize in emotional healing, and I will explain that in a minute. Now, if it seems a little hazy in here, it's because I was testing some Palo Santo incense, which is a wood-based incense, and got a little smoky to the point where it looked like a house fire. Thank God the alarms did not go off, because yeah, so we're trying to air it out, which is taking a bit because this is Florida, and I'll be damned if I'm opening a fucking window, so, because it's August here, so we're getting the fans, we're trying to get it sucked into the AC unit, so it's gonna take a while. So that's why it's like hazy here. There's nothing wrong with the camera, nothing wrong with you. Something's definitely wrong with me. So that's why it's hazy. But you know what? With this haze, with this smoke, I don't know, maybe we'll capture more than we usually do. And this is why I did start recording in here primarily. In my bedroom, because it seems I get the most activity here in the bedroom. There's a lot more orbs flying around. You see a lot more activity, obviously, with the camera. I don't know if it's because they feel safer in here or what, but they're usually hanging out in here more, and so I decided this is the best place to catch things. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing a double header. If you ever saw the Becky and Jacob videos, video I should say, we're going to be doing a double header simply because I have 5 spirits that want to get out. So we're going to be doing 2 spirits today. They are going to be sold separately, though. They're not going to be, you know, together. And, you know, with Halloween coming up, if you ever watched the what? All right, do you want to come over here? Do you want to come over here? Really? I can't even make a video without you doing this. Really? Come over here. All right. All right. By the way, in case any of you were wondering how dog is doing, there he is. Yeah. His fur, the CBD regrew his fur. He had like nothing, and now he's all puffy. So anyway, as I was saying, if you saw Becky, what I did with her is I took just one of those skeletons, painted like a sugar skull, made her like a senorita, wig, you know, dressed her up and everything. I do have another one of those skeletons, and I was thinking about doing a male sugar skull one. If you are like interested in like the sugar skull type skeletons or something like that, and you'd like one of those vessels, you'd like maybe a spirit in one of those vessels, let me know, because now's the time when they're starting to crank out the Halloween stuff. I can pick up some more, I can make, you know, make the vessels, and I'm sure spirits will hop on those things. So okay, so the first spirit that we're going to talk to, she has decided she likes this one. This is a Bryn's doll. This is a Valentine, obviously a Victorian Valentine's. It has a hoop skirt, so you can style it out. Doesn't have to, you can have a full bell skirt. And it's a pretty nice doll if you think about it for healing. I mean, you'll never forget which spirit is in this one. You know, you're feeling kind of crappy and you need some love and some emotional support. Look for the doll with the heart. Okay, so I haven't even talked to these spirits yet. I asked Ari. Ari brought them forward. This smoke is bad. I should have aired it out more. Okay. So this spirit here, what is your name? Is it Alesha? Okay. Am I saying it right? Because I know how you're spelling it. Am I saying it right? Okay. So this is Alesha. And Alesha, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? When were you born? Is that, did you say 1923? Okay, 1923. Can you tell me what year you died? 1984. Okay. Can you tell me what you died of? Something with this. Was it a cancer? Was it no. What? I think it's something with her thyroid, because it feels like there's like right here there's like a lump. There's a lump. Did you die in an accident? No. Was it a natural? It was natural causes? Okay. Did you have like thyroid problems? Is it the thyroid caused? Oh, okay. So the medication that you had taken for your thyroid caused a blood clot? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I get it. She says that she was on some medication. She was on like a couple of medications, but it was the medication for the thyroid that was reacting with the other medications that she was on. And she said she threw a clot. That's the way she said it. She threw a clot, and so, oh, the clot was in your heart. Okay. So basically, it kind of like caused a heart attack. Okay, I got it. Because the clot caused the blockage. Okay. All right, Alesha. So why don't you tell me about? Okay. So you. She lived in Maine, and I'm trying to like it was like the western part of Maine. Was it western Maine? Or are you saying a town that begins with west? I think I'm hearing like Westboro. Let me look that up because I actually have my computer up and running this time. Yay! I planned ahead! Let me see if I can find towns in Maine. He's not making it easy for me to like reach over him. But it's the only way to keep him quiet. He's so spoiled. So spoiled. Okay. And it's really hard to see because of the light. Alright, let's see here. List of towns in Maine. Here we go with Wikipedia. Let's see. Let's see how accurate this is. Okay. So where is... Okay, there it is. What are we doing? What? Come on, man. None of this is alphabetical. Are you kidding me? Fucking Wikipedia. What? You gotta be kidding me. What? For other personnel. God damn it. Fine. We'll do it this way then. Holy wait. And where is that? Wait. Yeah, but where is this? Let me see if it'll pull it up on the map. Let's see. I didn't find Westboro. No, that doesn't look like it. I thought she was... I see a Westboro, Mass. And I see a Westbrook, Maine. Okay. So you're from... Are you from Maine? You are from Maine. Is it Westbrook? Did I mishear it? You're from Westbrook. So you're not from the western part of Maine? No. Okay. So she's from Westbrook, Maine. Okay. I think she was a school teacher. But she didn't teach like regular, it was like, I want to say like art. She was like artistic. Art and music she taught. She loves music, piano especially. She really loves piano. Did you spend your whole life in Westbrook? Okay. Did you ever marry? Now, is that superintendent as in the schools or superintendent as in what we would call the janitor? Okay. So she married the janitor of the school. Some schools call them superintendents. She had one child. The child died in the 70s. It was only the one child? Okay, was it a daughter? I got a feeling daughter. Amy. Her daughter's name was Amy. Amy died pretty young. I have a feeling Amy had a disease. She won't tell me what it was. But Amy died because of the disease, but she won't talk about it. I'm not gonna force her to. It's hard. It's hard when you lose a child, especially Amy was pretty young. Okay. So, what made you want to be an emotional healer, Amy? She says her heart needs to heal. And she feels the best way to do that is to help others who need to heal. Who may be suffering from a trauma or may be suffering from a loss, and they need that type of support. So I'll be there. I'll be there to help them when they're at their lowest point. Okay. Is there anything else that you want me to mention? Did I miss anything? No? Okay. So you've spoken your piece? Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's Alesha in the Victorian doll. And then next up, oh god, I can't get to it. Alright. So you saw the picture of this thing in the beginning of this video. I can't get to it's down there and he's right here. I don't do yoga or Pilates, so I am not that dexterous to be able to reach over him and get this giraffe. So the spirit that wants to be bonded with the giraffe, his name is Joshua. And Joshua is young. Joshua's... What is it? What's the matter? Joshua's 19. Is it 19 or is it 18? Okay, he's 18. He was like, how many days? 1 day away from his 19th birthday. Just 1 day. What happened? Was it like an ATV? Okay, because he's like showing me like a log. And I'm like, because I know he was like showing me like how he died. And I'm like, what the hell does this log have to do with it? And I kind of get the feeling of like, kind of like falling. And I think what happened, did your ATV crash into the log? Okay. Okay, he's on like one of those four-wheel ATVs. And were you wearing a helmet at all? Yeah, he was wearing a helmet. He was. I think what happened was he and his friends were out like in the woods on ATVs, and they were like celebrating that his birthday was the next day. And yeah, look at this. And he was riding an ATV. Now, were you alone on it? Yeah, he was. And you didn't see it at all? I think he was like, I think his head was like, I'm getting this. I'm getting kind of like a pulling of my head like this. I think he turned to talk to to shout something at one of his friends, like that was coming on this side of him on an ATV, and he turned, and when he looked back, it was too late. It was too late to swerve. It was too late to brake. It just wasn't enough time, and he slammed into it. And I don't get the feeling that he went flying over the bars. I get the feeling of he slammed into it and it kind of bounced and he went off the side. Did the ATV like flip onto you from the side? Okay. So, now sometimes that's enough, sometimes it isn't. But I get the feeling there's something here, what happened? So you hit, when the ATV landed on you, I get the feeling, like right here, I want to explain what's happening. Like here, and like here, like down to here, there's a weird feeling. Not like it's going numb, but it's like it feels like when a spirit touches you, that like kind of like electric kind of numbing type thing. It feels like he's trying to demonstrate like right here. So whatever happened, it was like right here. And I think what he's saying is when he landed, he bounced back, like the ATV bounced back and it tipped and he went off of it and he hit like right here, and then the ATV came on top of him, and I think maybe there was like his head was like on something that was on the ground, and I feel like his neck got like twisted or snapped. Yeah? Okay. Was death basically immediate? Well, at least he didn't like linger in pain. Okay, so there's that. And you don't want to be crossed over? You want to stay here. Why do you want to stay here? He says, I'm not done yet. He said he feels like his death was like a waste. He had like so much potential. There was so much more that he could have done in life, and he obviously didn't get the chance to do it, and he feels like it's kind of, he said it's wasteful if I don't do anything with myself. And he said that now that he's on the other side, he understands that to like most people, he's dead, but he knows that he's still alive. And he knows what he's capable of doing. And he knows that he's able to help. And it wasn't so much that he decided, oh, I'm going to be an emotional healer. That's the thing that I want to do in life. He searched around trying to find ways to be useful. And when he heard me, he's been around here for a while. He's been hanging around for a while waiting for his chance. And when he heard me do the interview with Eloise, he was like, wow, that's, you know, he was like, not a lot of spirits are doing that. And he says, that's how I can do something. That's how I can set myself apart. That's how I can, you know, like, do the most with my life. See this? This is, because he didn't know. He knew he wanted to do something, but he wasn't sure what. And that's why he hung back for a long time. He was watching. He was talking to everybody who was watching. And he was like, well, what makes me special? What, you know, what would I add to somebody's life? What could I do that would, you know, make somebody, you know, not only want him, but for him to be of any help or any use to anybody, and to make his life worthwhile. And when he saw the interview with Eloise, he's like, oh yeah, let me do that. You know, that he was like that. To him, it makes his death worthwhile if he can use this part of his life to help make somebody else's better. He says at least it wouldn't have been, he said at least it wouldn't have been stupid, his death. At least it wouldn't have been stupid. You need to calm down. Okay, is there anything else that you want me to relate to anybody? He wants to let you know about himself. He said, I think he's from Alabama. Are you from Alabama, honey? Okay. I'm getting like a jumble, like everything's coming really fast. Okay, wait. He said he's a country boy. He likes to laugh. He likes to have like a really good time. Are you trying to tell me you're probably going to prank people? He said he'll help, you know, he'll help heal, and when you call on him, he will help. But he says he wants to be able to like play, he's young. He wants to be able to like play pranks, and he wants to be able to be accepted. That occasionally he's gonna mess with you. I mean, nothing bad. He's not gonna like do something hurtful, or he's not going to, you know, screw up your life. But he'll do like little things to let you know that he's there, and to like prank you, maybe aggravate you a little bit. If you tell him knock it off, he'll stop. He's not mean-spirited, but he likes to let people know he's there, because he doesn't want to be forgotten. That's what he said. I don't want to be forgotten. Okay. Is there anything else? You pretty good with that? Now, I want to ask, because you got to be honest about this. The South does tend to have certain feelings about other people, okay? Are you a stars and bars kind of guy? He said everybody deserves the right to be respected. He said, but respect does have to be earned. He was like, he's like, I'll respect you as long as you don't disrespect me. He said, if you disrespect me, I'm done. That's what he said, I'm done. So he doesn't have, he's not prejudiced. Here we go again. He's not a stars and bars guy, but he does want to be respected, and he will show you respect in return. And again, if he starts pranking you, all you gotta do is, you know, if he's doing something annoying, you tell him, all right, knock it off. You know, you had your fun. I know you're here. Knock it off, and you'll be a good boy, right? He said, I'll mind my manners. All right. All right. Is there anything else, Josh? We're all done? Yeah? Okay. So that is Alesha and Joshua. And I will edit this, put this up. And later on in the week, we will have more videos. I don't know if we're going to be doing a double or a triple, or what we're going to have. Depends on time constraints. But there will be more emotional healers coming up, in case neither of these spirits are your cup of tea, or you hear it and you're like, oh, I've got to have that spirit. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is I do keep my prices pretty low. Some people are like crazy insane. However, if you see a spirit and you don't have the money at that point, like for the whole payment, you don't have the money for it at that point, but you might have a little bit, like a partial payment. I did learn on eBay that if I invoice you, I can allow a partial payment, kind of like to hold it until you finish paying the whole invoice. So if you see a spirit and you don't necessarily have the whole thing, email me. Always contact me. I am more than willing to work with anybody. I want to make sure that, I mean, I know how blessed I am with my spirits and how much they've changed my life. And I want other people to be able to have that as well. And if you're not able to afford the whole thing, but you're afraid you're going to miss out, email me. I can send you an invoice for it that allows you to do an invoice for the spirit that allows you to do a partial payment, what you can afford. And then when you have the rest of it, you pay the rest of it. And meanwhile, that reserves that spirit for you. Okay? So, yeah, that's it for us here for now. And I will see you guys in the next video. I guess that means it's time to... Alright, see you guys.